This is my Sunday service, right where I am, clearing my energy, opening my hands, lay all my worries down on the ground. Bodhisuya in my heart, I turn my whole self around.
Hello, happy Sunday. Hope everybody's feeling a little bit lighter. Thursday and Friday, it dipped down a bit, but it wasn't as bad as the last couple weeks. And now it's Saturday night for me, and I'm back up. I was tired all day. Now it's 10:44 at night, and I'm wide awake. So, okay. If you are sensitive to sound, please turn your volume down for a couple of seconds while we shake up the energy. All right, let's just take a deep breath in and let it out. And then close your eyes if it feels comfortable to. Place both feet flat on the floor. Just feel your connection to the earth. Imagine roots going from your feet deep, deep into the earth, anchoring you safely. Now, I want you to shake this up, do it a little different. So we're going to breathe in for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4. 2, 3, 4. And then out for 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And hold for 2. And again, into 4. Hold for 4. And out for 6. Feel your shoulders drop. Let go of all of this past week's energy. We're going to do it one more time. Breathe in for 4. Hold for 4. And out for 6. Now bring awareness to your heart space. Picture a violet light glowing there, your natural empath protection. Okay, now I want you to visualize golden scissors in your dominant hand, whichever hand you normally write with or cut with. And then starting at your head, slowly cut any cords, dark, smoky lines connecting you to any draining people or draining situations, texts you obsess over, any of that stuff. Just go all around you and cut. Cut from crown to shoulders, arms, heart, hips, legs, feet. Watch the cords dissolve into the light. And keep breathing. We're going to call your energy back. So picture golden sparkles returning from everywhere you've left pieces of yourself. They flow into your heart, filling you up completely. And then the last thing, we're going to seal your aura with white light. All right, we have our protective bubble going around our entire energy field. That's your bubble of protection. You are safe. You are whole. And put your hands on your heart and say to yourself, I release what is not mine. I reclaim what is. And then when you're ready, open your eyes. So a couple of things keep coming through when I channel what we should talk about this week. Excuse me, the first thing I kept getting was the house of cards are beginning to fall. So the houses of cards, or anything that's, built on old energy, old consciousness, old ideas, old attempts to control. They become more destabilized than ever in 2026 on personal and global levels. And this will be true of the next 2 to 3 years, especially. And growing disenchantment within the collective began in the last few months of 2025, right? But 2026, we'll see a lot more visible evidence and examples of it. And I think if you're paying attention, we see it every day. Again, this refers to global leadership and personal relationship dynamics. Surprises and sudden improvements will happen when things have been kind of bleak or tough. And when it feels like the dark is winning, just wait. Things will reshift. I don't think I need to explain how that theme has been playing out the last couple of months, because it's been plain for everybody to see. But it's important for me to preface this week's energy with that global theme, that annual theme. So they were saying that the rest of March and going into April is going to be the purge. And this has all been, prophesized in different organized religions. But knowing prophecy is different than, experience it in real time. The purge. And what this relates to is, I think there's a lot of us on the planet who, for many years, have known that this time is going to come where corruption and all the things that have been hidden was going to come to light. My guides have been talking about it for a couple of decades, and everybody thought I was crazy. I'm not happy it's happening, but it's nice to be able to talk to people and they kind of understand what I'm saying now. It's like there's finally enough people awake, and there's this increasing evidence that has come out in recent years about some of these aspects of corruption, manipulation, control, abuse. So this really relates to, they want you to check in with yourself. Like, how are you dealing with that reality on a physical, emotional, and psychological level? Because it's one thing to know that some of this stuff that feels true to you is what's going on. It's another thing when in real time we start to walk through the stages of the release and the reveal of it. So the nervous system and the digestion of world energies and events and how it's affecting you physically, emotionally, psychologically, that can be really intense right now. Those symptoms will show up, the physical, emotional, psychological. So be sure to take care of your nervous system. Your nervous system needs protection, clearing, care. Obviously, it's especially true for sensitive people and empaths. And as we go through all this, there's past alignment, either from this life or other lifetimes, that are being triggered by events you aren't directly experiencing. So if you're fortunate enough right now to not be someone who's in the line of fire with any of the things that we're seeing going on around the world, but you are somebody who is an empath, who is compassionate, and this is not the world you want to see, which is true for most of us, you're going to probably go through some stuff, even if this is not new to you, right? The concept of this isn't new to you, but as it hits the collective energy field, not only do we ourselves have things that we purge in response to this purge, a lot of dark and shadowy energy that was previously hidden and not revealed, we're picking up on how everyone else is responding to it, and the grip that a lot of people have in their hearts and their minds, their fear around what they're seeing and coming to terms with. It can be re-triggering. So, trigger warning. If, for example, you're a survivor of sexual abuse, what you're going to be learning at the moment is going to potentially re-trigger you. And so all of these different things where people are being abused and people are being lied to, people are being manipulated and controlled and oppressed, like, be aware, like, how is it hitting you? You might be immune, you know, you might be watching this and you might say, no, I'm not feeling it, it's not me, and there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. If you haven't experienced something so you don't understand how that feels, that's okay. Don't give yourself a hard time, if other people are upset and you're not. There is no right or wrong way. But again, I know that a lot of us have known this was coming for a while, at least in the years we've worked together. I've been saying stuff. But again, it's another thing to know it's coming. It's another thing to actually go through it. So as with anything, feel what you need to feel. Let the feelings come through you, But also, if you find you're getting lost or you're getting stuck in your feelings, make sure you are taking care of yourself, taking care of your nervous system. A lot of us are feeling anxious or off balance, on high alert, hypervigilant. There's a nervousness to this energy, and it needs soothing, calming release. Don't try to swallow it. Don't try to push it down. Feel what you feel. If that just means, practicing breath work, meditation, grounding, whatever helps you. You might have like a physical practice that helps you. Yoga or something. You might have, I don't know, simple things you do at home to reset you. Certain pieces of music you listen to, or, I don't know, showering, going swimming, whatever it is that helps you. Be sure to be doing that consistently, particularly when you do feel triggered, because it won't stop you moving through your feelings. It will actually create support and safety while you try to release and purge what's going on. The other thing they said is that there is an energy field that gets created through this group coming together just to listen to these videos. And a lot of you came here to remember who you are, what you are, and why you are here. Particularly when you do feel triggered. Because it won't stop you moving through your feelings. It will actually create support and safety while you try to release and purge what's going on. The other thing they said is that there is an energy field that gets created through this group coming together just to listen to these videos. And a lot of you came here to remember who you are, what you are, and why you are here. Okay, the next thing we have to talk about, let me tell you first what happened to me this weekend. So I was out, just casual Saturday, and within an hour or so, I spotted 3 red pill scripts being run on women in real time. 3 on one date. And the women had no idea what was happening to them energetically. So I came home and meditated on it, and I'm supposed to talk about that. And then hopefully by the end of this video, you'll have at least 2 tools you can use immediately, now, tonight, that will give you kind of x-ray vision on any situationship in the talking stage or relationship or whatever you're in that's kind of draining your peace. So stay with me. This is going to be a little different, and hopefully it's going to change something for you. So how do you see it? Okay, first tool, the 72-hour silence test. All right, so let's say he went quiet and now you're spinning, right? Is this really him taking space, or is this punishment? Did I do something wrong? Blah, blah, blah. We all know, we've all been there. All right, so here's your 90-second energy audit. So the first thing you're going to do is close your eyes, put your hand on your chest, the other hand on your stomach, take 3 slow breaths. And then you're going to think of his silence. Where do you feel it in your body? Is your chest tight? Is your stomach upset? Do you have like that anxious buzz? That is not missing him. That is your nervous system responding to a manufactured threat. Dread game works by activating your attachment wound. It makes silence feel like abandonment, so you overfunction, so you chase and you shrink. So the next thing you're going to do is ask honestly, did he communicate that he needed space, or did he just disappear? Real space comes with words, right? I need some space. I need a couple days. They'll say something. Vanishing with no context is script, and your body already told you which one this is. So write down what you felt. That is your discernment waking up. Let me tell you about somebody that I work with. 6 weeks into, the getting to know each other stage, she was checking her phone every 20 minutes. She said she couldn't sleep. She did this 7-day challenge. Day 2 of the challenge, she did this audit. She named it Dread Game. And she stopped responding. She said she slept 8 hours that night. She said she hadn't had that good of a rest in years. 3 weeks later, this person came back, emotionally available and asking for a real conversation. But here's what mattered most. Sarah got her peace back on day 2 before he did anything, and that's the goal. You first, always. Okay, second tool you can use. Because the manosphere didn't just teach men tactics, it taught them a language. And that language is designed to sound confident while hiding deep insecurity. A truly secure man, a truly secure person doesn't need to tell you they're secure. They don't need to tell you they're of worth and high value. They show you through being consistent, through being accountable, and being emotionally available. I always say the more someone tries to convince me they're something, the more I know they're not. The people that are like, I'm a good mother. If you have to keep telling me that, you're either not a good mother or you don't think you're a good mother. If you got to tell me, how smart you are, I know you're not smart or you don't think you're smart. Do you know what I mean? So it's like the more they're trying to sell themselves, the more you know they're insecure. All right, so I need to put this in the description box. So there's 5 drains to look at right now. So the first thing is the resume monologue. All income, lifestyle, I got options. There's never any curiosity about you. It's always performance, right? I'm this, I'm that, blah, blah, blah. They're never genuinely connecting. It's always talking about me. It's not really asking about you on a personal level. Second one is the comparison drop. So they're always trying to compare you to other people without making it sound like they are. Other women would never do this, or my mom would never do that, or you know what I mean? It's like social pressure masked as preference. And that's behavioral management. That's trying to manage your behavior. If you don't feel like you stack up to other people, you'll try harder. Third one, the soft ultimatum. They'll say something like, I just need a woman who doesn't overthink, who isn't so emotional. The translation of that is, don't hold me accountable. Your discernment is not the problem. The next one is the fade and return cycle. So they'll disappear, reappear with charm, disappear again, never address the gap of time they disappeared. It's regulation by chaos. If I keep you in this cycle, you won't walk away. If I keep disappearing and returning and act like nothing happened and you'll let me, you'll just be so happy I returned and you'll stay stuck on the hamster wheel. The next one is the accountability deflection. So when they're confronted, they pivot to your tone, your timing, your energy, anything but the actual issue. This one is textbook, and it came directly from content telling men to never accept fault because it signals weakness. So go through those. What are you experiencing? What have you been experiencing? Write the name down. Write the drains you've been through. And that list is your clarity. All right, so let's close this out. Take a deep breath in with me and blow it out. Excuse me. We release what was handed to us by a culture that profited from their pain and ours. We release the scripts. We release the silence that was weaponized. We call our energy back from every man or person who came to us already running a program he didn't write but chose not to question. We are not bitter. We have boundaries, and that is sacred. I hope you release their energy and reclaim yours. So now I'll get quiet for a minute and see what comes through.